have?
Well, firstly, I'm not taking this restriction lying down. I've been speaking to lawyers today. We've got several legal avenues that, you know, I know it's risky to doing, but we're going to put everything into this. We'll be looking at injunctions. We'll be looking at misuse of market power. And we'll also be looking especially at defamatory, the Defamation Act. Now, just remember what they've said is that Craig Kelly, they actually put out a press release and sent a press release to the media saying that I had spread misinformation that was likely to cause imminent physical harm to people. Now, without even saying what the misinformation, now, the great irony of it is that all I've been doing is putting out published medical studies that are published in medical journals, the opinions of highly qualified experts from around the world, and stories, observational studies, commentary from other medical people, news stories from around the world. So the people spreading the misinformation are actually Facebook. And the people that are endangering people's health, right? What you want in a medical, people, you say, you have to give informed consent when you subject yourself to a medical treatment. Right? It's about informed consent. Now, how can you have informed consent if you're not hearing both sides of the debate? So the people spreading the misinformation are Facebook. Mm-hmm. They are the ones spreading dangerous misinformation. There's been countless stories from the States where people have gone and got the ivermectin treatment of Dr. Pierre Corey recommended when he spoke before under oath before the US Senate, right? In a parliamentary committee hearing under oath for the US Senate, recorded, he put that up and he talked about the importance of ivermectin and how successful he was having. Facebook, YouTube, the big tech giants have censored this. But yet other people are on record as saying, we heard Dr. Corey talk. And we went and heard of this ivermectin. We'd never heard it before, but we heard Dr. Corey through social media before he was shut down. And we then went and got that for our mum. And our mum survived. And that's what Facebook are shutting down. They are the ones putting lives at risk. Facebook have blood on their hands from the conduct that they have engaged in, from censoring doctors' opinions.
That's a big thing to say. And the thing that worries me, Craig, is that if people haven't been following your story, like on your own channels, then they will see that media release and they will automatically think,
that's right, yeah,
are dangerous.
He's some crazy person, spreading dangerous misinformation when the truth is that he's saying that actually there's 51 studies, 52 studies in the medical literature on ivermectin. 51 of them show that it's highly effective. That's what he's saying. He's showing the data and the studies and the references and referring to. And here's an interview from Professor Peter McCullough. Who's a professor? Interview from Professor Harvey Risch, epidemiologist, professor at Yale University. Here's what he's saying, and they're saying this is dangerous misinformation. This is, as I said, it's dark times. And I said there's several legal options that I've got, and I'm going to exercise every single one of them, because this is not the future that I want for my kids or anyone's kids, or this is not the future that I want for my country, and it's my watch. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to bloody well fight.
Thank God we have you. I speak for a lot of people over the last couple of days. So many people have said these words to me. Thank God we've got Craig. It's like, I don't know how we would be feeling right now if we didn't have, you actually enjoy fighting this stuff. Not that you enjoy what happens, but you are the right person to fight for yourself on our behalf, It's
true. It's probably like I played rugby, was an old rugby union sort of front rower sort of thing. So it's sort of like, when they throw mud at you and you sort of, they say, never, what's the book? And never wrestle with a pig in mud because you'll enjoy it, sort of thing.
I wonder when they're going to figure out that actually what they're doing to you encourages you to fight even harder. When are they going to figure it out?
That's right, yeah. They picked the wrong little black duck sort of thing. As I said, I've packed my head in too many rugby scrums to just sort of turn up and sort of like walk away. Also, in this job, I can understand that the very first time you become the victim of a media pile-on, it's really like disconcerting sort of thing. You think, oh my goodness, you walk out the door and you think everyone's looking at the news and everyone's pointing at you, and but when you realise that it's actually it doesn't hurt and you can fight on, it becomes like a water off a duck's back sort of thing. So
interesting. Well, I obviously am not happy that this is happening to you, but I think I speak for millions of Australians that it had to be someone, and it just so happens to be you. And I'm so glad that you have the fighting spirit, because what you're doing will change history for Australia. So I'm sorry to say, but I'm glad it's you. I'm glad it's you.